Welcome back to another podcast of After Work with me and Lee, and this is Kensy. And today I want to talk about Skyrim because Kensy's been a fan of it, and I've been also a major fan of Skyrim, and there's one topic I really just want to dive into. So actually, once Kensy, I want to know the first thing is, how did you actually get into Skyrim?
So, funny enough, this is an interesting story. I had a teacher in grade. Well, he wasn't my teacher till I got to grade 10. But in grade 9, we had this English teacher, and I remember him speaking about. I think he was. Anyways, I think it was like my registration teacher. We'd go in the morning, and then he would sign us in and all that stuff. He was talking about this game called Skyrim, and we were all like 14, 15. And this guy I think he was married, and he was like, no, I play Skyrim like in the morning before work, play Skyrim in the evenings, whatever. And I was like wondering, I was like, wow, this must be one heck of a game for you to like step away from your family, like to play it. So like years go by, and then I think like grade 11 kicks in, or like end of grade 11 matric kicks in, and then I started PS3 at the time. I didn't play on PC. And then Skyrim was like on special for like 200 Rand. It was like 100 Rand or 200 Rand or something, and I walked in some game store and I was like, I might as well buy this game. This is the game they were talking about. And that's how I discovered Skyrim.
Damn.
So through a very interesting...
You bought Skyrim for 200 Rand.
Yeah.
Skyrim's like 1,000 Rand right now online.
So
800 Rand cheapest if you're buying through like Steam thing, I think.
Yeah. So that's how I got my Skyrim. And that's how I got into Skyrim.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. But you never played games before?
I played like obviously like PS3, so I played a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
I lean more towards like the sports games and Uncharted and like NBA and all that stuff.
Okay. But fantasy was you, like RPG fantasy wasn't really your like...
Nah, not many. I wouldn't say it wasn't my thing, I just didn't have the games.
Yeah, but you weren't exposed to them. Like I played Skyrim because I was exposed to many other RPG games, like World of Warcraft.
I get what you're saying, actually.
Yeah, so,
no, actually, no. I didn't have the same exposure.
Yeah, okay, so the way you got into it is very different from how I got into it.
So how did you get into Skyrim?
I played a lot of RPGs just as a kid, like World of Warcraft and this Pokemon. I was just mostly in that nerd field. And when Skyrim came out, I was like, oh, that looks like a cool RPG. Like, I want to play it. And then literally my brother got the game, and I've just been playing it on the PS3 as well when he's not playing. Eventually, when I got my Steam account and when I had money, I literally went and bought Skyrim to PC, and I just started down the modding journey, and that was like crazy. I don't mod like per se make mods or do the coding thing, but like just downloading mods and crashing the games was like you try to find the mods that work well with each other.
And the mods are cool. My friend, one of my best friends, he told me about mods because he played on PC. So I played like on PlayStation for years before like I ended up getting it on PC. And then when we started using the mods and all that stuff, and you download like the DLCs and all that, and it changes everything. You're like, wow, I thought I'd completed this game.
Yeah.
There's like a whole other element to it that can make it more interesting and all that stuff. Did you play Oblivion?
I have not played Oblivion.
Apparently it's good, especially now with the remaster that
I've
just
seen
launched.
it. I kind of want to get it, but I just also don't have really time at the moment.
Oh yeah, I also don't have the time. But I would love to set aside some time, because apparently some people believe Oblivion was actually better than Skyrim. Like the storyline and like how everything...
I think it's just in terms of lore and the game, it seems to be a lot more fleshed out than Skyrim. I think Skyrim was like the Bethesda game where they just like released half of it, and I think back then the bar was really low, and everyone's just like, oh, that's such a great game because of what you could do.
And actually, I still think that, I mean, I haven't played all those other games like, what's it, Horizon Zero, or like Horizon Dawn or whatever, there's like some...
Yeah. And
Red Dead, I never played that, or any of those games and stuff like that. So I don't actually know. Apparently Red Dead is like really good. I don't actually know how other games are. I just played one game, Skyrim, and I was like, this is fantastic. Wow, I can't believe a game like this. This map is massive. I can walk from one side to the other. I can fight everyone. There's magic. You kill a dragon. It was, So for me, Skyrim was like my that was my introduction. Like it was like my OG introduction.
To like the fantasy realm.
Yeah, but Skyrim was dope. The music was dope, everything.
What did you actually end up playing as? Like Archer build, were you more the dexterity type of person, or were you actually magic?
I was always magic. Always. Both hands magic. If not, one hand magic. And then healing. I would like have like the axe, and I would just like enchant the heck out of my axe. Like an ebony axe. And it would be like this crazy axe. But I wasn't like your archer sneak build or sword with like heavy armor or whatever. I was like mage stuff. So like I walked around with barely any armor at all. I had the the dragon priest masks, everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, I leaned
Full
towards
on
magic,
that.
like full on.
I-
Like I fought like witches with the magic. I fought everyone with the magic, trolls, everyone. It was difficult, but yeah, that was my vibe. And you?
I started up, so my first gameplay I played as like a tank warrior, so shield and a mace.
Okay.
One-handed. I started off, I just liked the whole like heavy armor, but then I realized eventually like, oh no, it doesn't scale well against mages. And then
Okay.
eventually I played like a whole stealth archer playthrough.
I haven't played that, but that seems like it would be cool.
Yeah, that one is it's too OP. It's fun at first, but eventually it does get a little bit boring just because you want to kill everyone. Then I did try to play the mage, but going more down to the monk vibe. So
Okay.
so more like you do more instead of healing rather than destruction.
Oh, okay.
So then so you try to play. It was a little bit so we unarmed. So one of like the first things you do is you go get like the unarmed like gloves, which gives you like +5 damage when you're unarmed.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't.
You get that in like the rat ways in Rifted.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so you get that then.
Oh, those gangsters there.
Yeah, as the monk playthrough, just like fists, and then and just healing and fists, and that's how you do
Okay.
it. And then eventually you have what's the other one? It's alteration. So then you just
Alterations, illusion,
so alteration. So you
conjuration.
so as a monk you focus on restoration and alteration. So that's like a monk playthrough.
Okay, so it's not. So I was like destruction, like
You're full on destruction.
full on, like my destruction was 100, pretty much. Yeah, conjuration and destruction was pretty much like my main thing. I conjured like disruptive things back when I played. So yeah, I was full on blowing up the entire place with fire, lightning everywhere, bringing people to help me. I just wish Lydia could also do a bit more.
The AIs in that game was so bad.
Yeah, I would give Lydia like all my best stuff, like everything I found. I would just give it to her to be like, at least just use this because like, give her the armor, give her the weapons and everything, and then if I can see that she's not being effective, I would take it back and I would re-enchant everything and give it. Yeah, so I'm not sure if there's because I know there were some mods where you could bring in like some really really heavy hitters.
Yeah, there's some really cool NPC mods. I haven't used any of those because I'm mostly a solo character.
Mostly okay.
Because I find like NPCs just don't do what you want.
Yeah, Lydia would frustrate me sometimes, but like, so we're back from the ad break. For me, I felt like, even though Lydia was such a liability sometimes, because sometimes she would Lydia could die, eh?
Yeah, Lydia could die.
And I would have to like restart from the checkpoints because I'm like, oh my word, Lydia, I can't believe, oh my word.
Yeah.
So I would just stuff up everything.
Lydia's actually one of the worst followers.
Yeah. Eventually I found one, like, I'll go to, what's this place? Where that Stormcloak guy is, like that town, I forgot what it's called again.
Windhelm.
Yes.
So,
There was some follower there you could find in a bar or something, like some lady or whatever, or something like that. And I would just be like, okay, if this person dies, it doesn't really matter.
is the one we have to box her and do.
I'm not sure if I think the boxing one is in...
It's in Winterhold. No,
yeah.
Winterhold. It's in.
It's in that other one.
It's what's
The one that has the Emperor...
No, not Solitude.
It's not on Solitude.
No. There's a follower you can box with her, and if you beat her in the brawl, she'll follow you as like a follower. But that's the first. It's the first Whiterun. That's the first town you go to.
Oh, is it in Whiterun that you can find that person?
Yeah, but there is others you can find.
Oh, I think it is Whiterun. Yes.
Yeah, Whiterun, Windhelm. Who do you get in Windhelm? I can't remember who you get in Windhelm. I can't remember the fall. I don't spend too much time in Windhelm. What's your experience with the racism in Windhelm? Did you?
Oh.
Yeah, the Dark Elves and Argonians.
So I actually played as a Dark Elf.
Okay.
So I think for me it was always interesting. Like saying, okay, cool, this is what's going on here. Okay.
So did you side with the Stormcloaks, the Imperials?
The Imperial just seemed like for me, I think I was influenced by the environment. Like the Stormcloaks were in like this place that didn't really look that nice. It was like kind of like a raggedy type city in some areas or whatever. So like naturally for me, it just felt like, I don't really want to be there. It doesn't look like a nice place to be. But the Imperials just looked like they had a nice city and it was nice. So for the most part, like I played as both, like one we sided with one and one sided with the other. But I found it more difficult to fight. What's that guy's name? Was it Alfred Stormcloak?
Yeah.
I found it more difficult to fight him than to fight the Imperials personally, because of his whole. He used to use the voice, eh?
Yeah, he had the voice.
He'd like shout you around and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So for me, that was just I didn't really like that. So sometimes like I would jump on his side and be like, okay, let's go do this thing.
I see. Okay.
And yourself?
Mostly Cyber Imperials. Just I did not like the armors for Stormcloaks.
Like the whole
the whole bear, the rugged,
like fuzzy situation.
Yeah, it looks much more like light armor, and I think I was playing a heavy armor build. So
Okay.
I think when I was the even with stealth archer, I still went to Imperials. Yeah, and the monk I was mostly impartial. Have you ever played the impartial route? Then you had to do the whole like war council quest.
I think I have, yeah. And then like you bring everyone together. They bring them together at like that mountain, don't they?
Yeah. The what's it called? The Greymane's Mountain, Throat of the World.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did that one as well before.
Yeah, and then you just kind of redistribute the like cities for people.
So yeah, I tried that as well. How did you find fighting the Forsworn? I thought if you're fighting them by yourself, like they're a mission to fight.
Yeah, they are, but that's why stealth archer actually comes in handy. And when you stealth with them, you know the Briar Hearts, like the big bosses?
Yep.
You can just steal their hearts and they just automatically die.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so because the Briar Hearts are like really tanky, so they're really hard to fight. But if you sneak up and just like pickpocket and steal the heart, they just immediately KO.
How the heck? Oh wow. Okay, I thought they were just called that because they actually like.
No, so like Briar Hearts, the lore is that the hag ravens literally like make them. So that they get a body and they cut out the heart and put like a briar heart into them and like reanimate them back to life.
Yeah, being a person.
And if you just pickpocket their like heart, you just automatically win.
There was a hag raven somewhere there, right? By the Forsworn.
Yeah, there's so many hag ravens by the Forsworn.
I remember it was a mission fight.
Yeah, they were also hard to fight.
Yeah, they were. It was not fun fighting them at all.
Yeah. Did you play the quest where you go to Sidna Mine in Morthal? No, not Morthal. Markarth.
Yes, that's the city that's on the far, like the furthest, like on the west, eh?
The mining town, the silver mines.
And then you go in there, and then there's like some person you need to speak to or something.
Yeah, it's like the whole murder mystery. Like somebody gets like murdered in town square as you enter.
And they're like, yes. Then
you have to go around the quests and then.
And there's like a whole thing of like you can't actually save that person regardless of how hard you try.
No, you can.
Are there some people that save them?
Yeah, you can.
Does he not just die? Like even after you've saved them?
No. The murderer you can't save, but the victim you can save.
Oh, okay.
Because if I'm correct, the victim also has a sister, and then the victim has a sister which gets a contractor on her from the Dark Brotherhood quest. And if you kill the sister and the victim dies in Markarth, then in Windhelm, the mother actually dies as a commit suicide. So if you like if you lockpick into this house, you'll find just a note of the mother's like lost like words.
Oh, snap.
Like Skyrim's actually very intricate. Like a lot of things link.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time watching like things you don't know about Skyrim videos.
I used to watch a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a very that was an interesting game.
Yeah, the attention to detail is actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I think they're working on the new one that's going to be in Elsewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
Apparently it's been like 7 years in production, pretty much 6-7 years.
I don't know if they're working on it. I don't know if they're actually like interested in working on it.
Because they keep advertising about it. They even sent out like a little a trailer video about it.
Oh right, actually. Yeah, that's long ago. Have you checked out the Elder Scrolls Online?
I haven't though. I've thought about it. Is that just like you just playing with a whole bunch of buddies online and you do stuff?
It's more of like an MMORPG, so it's less of maker and I think it's less story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can just like jump on with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
So one of my friends actually wants to play. Apparently there's like this mod called Skyrim Together.
Oh, the one you can get everyone.
And then you can just bring your friends together and you guys can do a whole bunch of missions and stuff together in Skyrim.
I've seen the gameplays of this, really cool.
So yeah, apparently I think the mod has improved since then or whatever, but that's kind of something we've wanted to try.
I think there's also a mod I think wants to bring Oblivion to Skyrim, so you can literally because have you ever gotten to like the border of Skyrim? And then someone made a mod that breaks the borders and go into Oblivion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how far that project is, but.
Oh, okay. I know that there's like an extension of Skyrim that someone was also working on as well. I mean, apparently it was quite a cool mod. I mean, I don't have a gaming PC. I've just got like a regular PC.
Yeah.
So like, I also don't want to like,
over mod.
yeah.
A really cool mod back in the day was like the Infinity Stones mods.
Oh snap! People had Infinity Stone mods.
Yeah, I saw some of them and they're really cool. So like, but basically just shouts and stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just a lot of lore writing that just build the world. So for example, like Reality Stone is basically like the Wabbajack power.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Time Stone is basically slow down time, or like teleportation with it. What else is there? A Mind Stone is just like calm or rage. Yeah, and well, yeah, but basically it was just like different magic tricks just combined, but they just had cool fancy what you call like colors and like things.
Okay.
And I think there was like a quest where you go around to different dungeons and you find the stones.
Okay.
It was like the little like.
Was it like a proper like Infinity Gauntlet that you
yeah,
wear?
you have to find it, and then you have to like collect the stones. It's like a little like treasure hunt around Skyrim.
Oh, that actually would have been quite cool.
Yeah.
How did you find the? I found some of these guys were really difficult to beat. The dragon priests.
Yeah, they were tough.
They were. I had to use a stealth archer thing to beat like a few of them because I just couldn't get close enough. I just couldn't. They would just like bomb the heck out of you.
I just loaded it up on health potions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just kept hot keys.
Just you would actually exhaust your resources fighting like a dragon priest, especially if you found them in like a cave or like a dungeon.
Yeah.
And you can't just like there's one you can find like on a mountain somewhere.
Yeah.
And if you just don't feel like fighting him, you can just leave. But like if you're in a cave and like the only way out is me beating this person, I used to be like, oh my word. Like when that little tomb thing used to open up and then you saw like the name, like an interesting name, like what's it? Merikith or whatever.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh my word, I can't believe I'm fighting one of these guys now. I can't leave.
Did you actually play the DLC where you go to, what's that island called? But where you fight the dragon priest?
That other dude
Yeah.
with the other mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was also a bit of a challenge to fight.
Yeah.
I played that one as well, yeah.
But I feel like after you get over level 20, Skyrim just becomes really easy.
But doesn't everyone level with you, like some
Yeah,
people?
but I feel like after like level 20 to like 30, like you unlock all your core skills. Then everything's like, there's a strategy to everything. But until like level 20, like you literally just run and hide.
So actually funny story, when I first got Skyrim, I tried playing it, and the game was difficult because like I actually didn't know much about this game or what to expect at all. So I started playing, and the game was like challenging, and I was like, this is like for the first few like hours of me trying to play, I was like, what a waste of money. This game absolutely sucks. Who would buy this game? Because I think I was like trying to walk at night, and I wasn't even sure how to fight or do anything. And there were like these little villages and stuff, and I was like, because I wasn't sure like.
Did you hit a chicken along the way?
I remember. I think I ran into a giant. I think somewhere, but like for me, like I just remember like seeing a whole bunch of villages and stuff like that, and I remember just thinking to myself, are these people going to attack me? Can I even defend myself? And I was like, this game just sucks. And then eventually, like, I got into the flow of things. And I was like, oh, this is actually quite a cool game. This is actually quite a cool game. But I remember in the beginning, I was like, I was so close, just putting it on the shelf and being like, thank you, I tried it. This game sucks.
What was the tipping point? What like changed? Like,
I think I walked into the village and I didn't get attacked. And then I don't know what they made me do. And I was like, looks interesting. And then I did a few things and I was like, oh, that actually worked out. And then I was like, let's just keep walking here and seeing what's happening. And then, yeah, I think I think for me, like the magic part was really cool. And like once I started using a bit more and like using like fire runes and stuff like that, I was like, oh wow, this is actually quite a cool game. I can do this and do that and whatever. And yeah, that's kind of how I got into. For me, Skyrim was like the magic part that got me into it.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that was fun for me. That's why I was like super heavy on destruction, like blowing up things and fireballs and firestorms or whatever. And what do they call it? They didn't call it lightning, eh? What was like another word for it?
Oh, it's lightning. A spark.
It was like spark or shock something. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
was shocked. But no, come on, what's lightning though? Those are three. It was ice, fire, and lightning, wasn't it?
There's some other. I'm not sure. But yeah, but for me, it was that was the cool part.
Did you feel let down with Alduin when you fought him at the end?
Yeah, I was a bit let down. It was a bit easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought Alduin was going to be really, really tough. There's like some other person he had to fight before you could even get to. Is it before Alduin? Eh? There's like some.
The guy guarding the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
That dude was a bit challenging.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me it was definitely the people that gave me the hardest time. The Dragon Priests, those Forsworn dudes, those dudes were just, I hated fighting those guys. You had to run all the time. And who else would have given me a hard time? If you ever attack like one of those greybeards and they all just shout at you and you keep flying around everywhere, that's also a bit of a nuisance.
Oh, I hated fighting the undead. The final boss in this could shout at you and they also throw you around.
Oh yes. There's like a proper guy.
Yeah,
that would like pop up
when
there.
you're at higher levels and they can actually
Yeah.
do the full shout.
And he'd be like, "Water!"
Yeah.
And then it would just.
Yeah, but the shout is actually one of the best parts for me.
So you enjoy the shouts?
Yeah, just throwing people like rag dolls around.
So for me, I would do like the force whatever shouts if I knew I was in like a lot of trouble, and I just needed like a second or two to either escape or just to regenerate or whatever. But most of the time, my shouts were like either slow time or whatever. I was a bit more, for someone who leaned more to destruction, I was quite calm with my shouts. Like I was like quite, like I use them as like little attribute things for when I shout, when I fall from some sort of structure so I don't get hurt.
But do you role play? Like when you play Skyrim, or you just there to just vent, just throw your magic?
Oh, I go through like the whole thing.
Like do you say, I'm this character, I'm this mage, and I have these like things? That's what I'm saying. It's like when I play as a monk, I heavily spec restoration, alteration, and I don't use any weapons. So it's like there's like a limitation.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, you don't really role play.
I definitely lean way more towards magic, but like I don't prefer to use weapons. Let me put it that way. Unless like if I see that like I actually really have to use a weapon here.
But I mean like role playing also like acting out your character. Like my character's like lawfully good, so I wouldn't like hurt anyone. Like,
oh, I see what you mean. I mean, I was a dark elf that leaned towards destruction. I just
you're chaos.
I didn't really go around like assaulting people, but I was more than happy to fight you if I needed to fight you. Shout people out my way if there's a whole bunch of people in the way. But yeah, I tried playing as like a.
So did you become vampire? Or
in that other mod, that other DLC, that like vampire one. What did I do there?
Because I know like being a dark elf really helps with being a vampire because you have the extra fire resistance.
So I ended up becoming, so like just generally in the game, I became a vampire by accident. There's this other vampire person you fight in like a cave, like that vampire lady. Besides like the DLC, I don't know if you remember. There's like a proper vampire lady you fight. She has like a whole crew. She's at a dinner table when you arrive. That person was also a massive challenge to beat.
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
And for me, it was even more challenging trying to beat that person because I think Lydia would die all the time, so I had to restart.
Oh.
It was a huge mess trying to beat that vampire. I think after that cave, it was something about like I think I got like the vampires like extract your health with like some red thing.
Yeah.
And if they do it long enough, you end up getting like some sanguine vampire, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not the real vampirism. That's like you get levels of it, and you're like damaged. But then like the real vampires where you can transform into a vampire.
So
like
I didn't do that because I think that guy gives you like a choice, like do you want to become a vampire?
Yeah,
do you want to? And I just said no. I said no. I'm not going to become a vampire.
Okay. Did you finish that storyline, that DLC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty fun one, actually.
So yeah, that was an interesting one as well. Went somewhere underneath there and fetched some lady out of a coffin or whatever. Yeah. Skyrim was a bit freaky in some places, but other than that, yeah, I remember I became a vampire by accident.
Okay.
And everyone hated me. And the whole thing of like, there's something you're supposed to do if you want to like become like a normal person again,
You need to go to the shrines, I think. No, you have to find somebody else to cure you.
Something like, and I remember like this little message, like I wouldn't call it a toast message, popped up on like my far left or whatever, or far right, and it said like, you've become a vampire. Everyone's going to be hostile or whatever. And I was like, okay. And I was in a town when that happened, and everyone just like hated me. People started attacking me, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? And I think you have to like go bite someone or something like that to be cured or whatever. But every time I try go into a town to go bite someone and break into their house, someone sees you and just like hates you. So I remember that was a nightmare for me. That was an absolute nightmare. I hated that. I hated that. That sucked.
Yeah.
Especially because I just didn't expect it. Like I ignored the thing because it kept saying like you have like 3 days or something.
Yeah, the 3 days to go to a shrine, then you'll be healed. But if you miss the 3 days, you become a vampire. Then you need to go to Winterhold and find somebody there to cure you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it worked.
And I was really stressing. Yeah.
Cool. Any final words about Skyrim? Again.
Be a good person in it. Don't be a maniac. Don't use it as an excuse to be a psycho, violent person. Have fun with the game and yeah.
Cool. Yeah. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast, please give us a like and subscribe. And in the comments, let us know, vampire or werewolf, Team Edward or Team Jacob. Right. I almost forgot about that. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.
Cheers, guys.